All right. All right, all right, all right. I am live. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I'm a little tardy for the party. I had to get the system together. So let's see. I want to make sure that that I'm on. Can y'all see me okay? Can y'all see me okay? I think y'all can. Really excited about today's conversation. We're going to be talking about, we're going to be really talking about, you don't want it bad enough, right? You don't want it bad enough. So when we talk about these things, we really have to be very conscientious of what it takes in order to run a company, right? So we're going to get into that. We're also going to touch on a little bit of Age of Aquarius. And I got to go there because we are going to be kind of talking about why it is that women are having such a very, very hard time with grasping the fact that they are going to be the ones who are ushering in a new normal, and they are dropping the ball at every winning doctrine. And it's really kind of sad. So if you can hear me, okay, I definitely want to make sure that you can. So let me know if you can hear me. I would love to know. Give me some hearts. Let me know who's watching. And it's going to be awesome. We're going to be talking about this today. We're going to be talking about some good stuff. So I am a business and mindset coach. My job is to help women with growing their businesses in a way that really, really impacts the globe. I'm all about sustainable businesses. I really am focused on helping women sustain in the marketplace. This is really, really important. Sustainability is everything. And so with that being said, we have to take responsibility for what we want to see in the world and what we want to see in our world, because we already know that we manifest the reality by the way of our thoughts, our belief system, and the behaviors reflect that. So if women are not doing the inner work that it takes, like the self-concept work, you can forget it. You can absolutely forget it. You can forget it. And that's the thing about building a business, is that you have to believe when nobody else understands what you're doing. And if you're joining us, please feel free to chat with us. Chat with us. Let us know that you're here. This is going to be a very, very good conversation. Like I said, as a business and mindset coach, hey, Melissa, hey, Ashley, as a business coach and a mindset coach, one of the things that I absolutely love to talk about is the future trends, the projections, how we can really cultivate a mindset that helps us to get it together and stay on track to what we said that we're going to do. Like putting the faith in the body in a marriage, right? We're trying to embody this marriage, this business that we said that God has given us, that source has given us, right? And so I'm coming across women who are like, I'm so burnt out. I'm really just tired. First of all, you're overstimulated. Okay, let's start there. You're very, very overstimulated. A lot of women, you all are taking in so much. Women are receptors. So that's the biggest thing. When I see that, right? And I tell women that you have to chill out when it comes down to what you are receiving into your spirit. I mean that. Because we will continue to listen to everything and all the things instead of honing in to who we're listening to and what we're listening to. Everything that you need to be listening to right now. Hey, Drew. Hey, Mo. Everything that you are listening to right now should be in alignment to where you are going and who you are becoming. I'm talking about everything from podcasts to conversations, right? And make sure you like this video, you guys. That would be great because it helps the algorithm a lot, right? When I say algorithm, we're growing and we're building. We're growing and we're building, right? The thing is that when you are allowing yourself to listen to and take in so much information, it's almost like you are giving yourself permission to take your energy and your attention in a spider web. So it's almost like you are giving your energy in so many directions that it doesn't know where to pay attention. So when your body and your focus does not know where to pay attention to, what happens is that you become so scattered, which means what? Which means that you start a lot of stuff, but you don't finish anything. You'll always be in the realm of starting things and you never finish things out because your attention span, what you are listening to, what you are receiving, what you are gravitating towards is not in alignment to where you are going and who you are becoming. That is an issue. So when I say things like you don't want it bad enough, well, coach, I'm exhausted. I'm living in a place where I really don't want to be at. I'm, trying to deconstruct my belief system. I'm trying to believe God. I'm trying to keep the faith. I'm trying to write out my affirmations. I'm trying to what is it called? I'm trying to reprogram myself. All of these things are in the realm of still in the beginning. Right? I saw someone say the other day, is like, oh, I'm DMing 10 people today. I'm just taking baby steps. That is a safe bet, right? That's put all of my chips on black or red because I'm too scared to go all in on one thing. This is why we get burnt out and we don't see our businesses do anything. Hey, Sasha. Drew says, I've been working on that. Got myself to complete stuff, taking it one step at a time. And that is one of the things. Yeah, that's one of the things that when we talk about one step at a time, we're still giving ourselves, and Drew, I'm a coach, so I have to call us to the carpet on some of the things that we say, because it's like, I'm giving myself just one step at a time. That's average thinking, right? I'm not saying that you're average, Drew, but I have to challenge us because when we're talking about doing business, you can't do anything average. Well, I'm giving myself grace. You've already given yourself grace for over 20, 30 years. However, how old you are, you've given yourself enough grace. Grace to me is just be grateful that, you're on Instagram. Just be grateful that you're still alive, right? Just be glad that you woke up this morning. I said this the other day, when people have these testimonies and they say things like, oh, I'm just so grateful that God woke me up this morning. But so you mean all the gratitude went to you waking up this morning, right? If I'm waking up this morning and I'm grateful for just that, but I'm not grateful for these multi-million-dollar ideas that I have in my head, and grateful that I have a business that, I could really go all in on if I just believe. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I have a puppy named Yonsei, right? It's really my daughter's dog. and please don't take this the wrong way, and don't get offended when I say this, but some of us be believing source, God, for little miracles that other people don't even have, like they don't have to do all of the gratitude that we have to do, because my dog woke up this morning. So you mean to tell me a dog that is only rooted for just survival woke up this morning, but I woke up with this, oh my God, I woke up this morning. That's like understood. Well, there are a lot of people, Jay, that didn't wake up this morning. Well, they didn't wake up this morning because it was their time to get out of here. So when you understand immortality, when you understand that people leave here, they have an appointed time that you don't know about, and many times they don't either. You have an appointment that you can't cancel in so many ways. So everything that you do, like, what is the basis? Because when you wake up in the morning, that is the what is it called? That's a license to understand that you ain't finished here yet. You're not finished. And I think we're so conditioned because as a society, I'm gonna tell you this, as a society, we have been indoctrinated to criticize ourselves, right? We have become indoctrinated to even criticize the people that we're in relationship with. We're indoctrinated to criticize and to downplay our actions because we don't want to seem disconnected from our reality. We don't want to seem disconnected from the people that's closest to us. We don't want to damage, or we don't want to seem off-putting to people that we feel are important to us, i.e. family, right? If we, we have parents or families and we're very close to them, right? And we already know that most people run off of a middle-class system. Most people are middle class, right? And middle class is that comfort right in between. You got a car, or two cars. You got a spouse or a partner that you probably live with. You've got, an average house with 3 or 4 bedrooms. You got that right there. You go to a 9 to 5, you clock into someone else's clock. You give them all of your energy in exchange for an average capped paycheck with a little bit of benefits here and there. And then you are led to believe that you're being taken care of by the CEO of that company, i.e. your other parent. That's what middle class is. It's a parent in a bigger, large size scaled company that takes care of their workers / employees in a sophisticated plantation. I'm not knocking anybody from doing that, but I am knocking it because why do you need faith? Why do you need faith when you have a father in the flesh that heads over a company and gives you a paycheck in exchange for your skill sets? When you can take those same God-given skill sets and put it towards your company. But because we want to take it, baby steps, and we want to do just a little bit just to stay, I just need a flow. And I'm just waiting on, I got my feminine energy and I'm just going to attract clients with my feminine energy. That is lowball poverty thinking. That's not feminine energy at all. It's really not. The feminine is not a baby. I want y'all to understand that. The feminine is nowhere near a child. I know I'm stepping on some toes and I'm triggering, and I think that's okay. Because you need to think about this stuff. Life is lifing. But either you're going to master life or you're going to be driven by the current of it. And some of us are okay with driven by it. I was telling one of my friends, she's in Florida, and me and her was having a conversation today. And I said, I've never seen so many women that are having issues with anger. Like, I see a lot of anger things going on. Everybody's either fatigued or angry at something. And I don't understand where all of that came from. We have a very angry, everybody's mad about something. Everybody's either got an attitude about something. Everybody's either critiquing someone else about something. We're either tired of something. So there's a low vibrational energy. That's why I tell people, like, this is not a 5D thing. No, you're not ascending. You're not ascending. You're not ascending, and you're not 5D energy. There is no, what is it called? There is no rising of consciousness. You're elevating in consciousness. You're not doing any of those things. You're just being aware. And when you become aware, you get to choose that reality which you want to flourish in. If you don't wake up and start smiling, like, I challenge everybody in this chat that when you start waking up in the morning, wake up with a smile on your face. That should be your first action. Don't wake up mad. Don't wake up like, oh, here we go again. I got to figure it out. No, wake up with a smile, right? So expressing gratitude, not because you woke up this morning, but this is this is the day I'm getting it in. Like, I'm getting it all in today. I'm going to go 100% all in on my journey. Like, that's crazy to get up and finish the day out and you ain't did nothing. Like, why are you okay with like getting up and like doing the absolute minimum, and then you go to bed at night and you ain't like count what you did today? Were you productive? No. Were you effective? No. I don't care how you can be feminine, masculine, intersex. You can do whatever it is that you want to do in accordance to what you believe. But at the end of the day, as a woman, you are obligated to take care of yourself and be a responsible adult. And if you have a business, you can't scoot on that. You can't scoot on that. I don't care how the energy and all this. This is crazy. This is just, I've never agreed with that crap. Oh, I'm feminine. No, you can be a feminine woman. You can be a feminine woman all day. But if you don't know how to take care of yourself, that is a problem. That's your child within you that's screaming out loud. Oh, I need somebody to take care of me. That is absolutely ridiculous. You got to start learning how to root yourself in yourself. Do the work. But I don't want to get sick. Eat like you got some sense. Drink water. Eat a piece of fruit, for goodness sake. I mean, because like, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, choose yourself. Be freaking selfish. Be selfish for once in your life. Selfish is not a bad thing. You know, they say you know, and this is the thing where you really do have to be unapologetic. You know, I can't do for you right now. No, I'm not coming to see you. No, I'm not going to answer these texts. Not going to respond today. Girl, you want to go out? Absolutely not. I don't want to go out. I want to do me. I want to focus on what I got to focus on. And when I want to go out, I know how to tell myself that it's time to go out. But until then, no. That's why the worst thing that could have came into society, and I'm sorry, I just got to go there. When we started calling each other queens, it was the worst thing. I said, please don't call me a queen. Stop, don't call me that. You know why? Because queens don't work like that. They don't pay rent. They don't pay a mortgage. Just stop calling, like, that's ridiculous. Because queen, to insinuate that you're a high and mighty, no, you're not. But you're high and mighty in your mind as a woman that can master this system. But you don't get to claim queen until you become sovereign. You can't be a queen and you don't have no land. Well, you know, we gotta, it's about empowerment. No, it's not about empowerment. Do you know what a queen is? A queen is a woman of war. They fought wars back then. The last queen passed away a year or two ago. Don't you know that she owned 80% of the globe? Wake up. Oh, it seemed like she was just so nice. She was probably one of the most prejudiced women ever. Very selfish. She she calling her people, her lineage. I want y'all to hear what I'm saying. See, this is the reason why queens, and if you're gonna go to queens in Africa, that still doesn't apply. Y'all quiet. See, when I start challenging women on queen, they get quiet. Hey, queen. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. If I'm a queen, I shouldn't have to wake up in the morning and run a business. Queens have a whole staff, jesters and knights and absolutely. They were thieves. Queens steal. They declared war. Are you kidding me? You don't get to claim something until you are sovereign. Nothing can touch you at that point. You're not a queen until you have immunity. That means you can't be convicted of anything. You can't be charged with anything. But the reason why we play with these titles is because we are living average lives, and we got to find something to make us feel like we're on top of the world, when in actuality, our lives don't fit that. So we're mad at the wrong people. We're trying to find our silver crown, or put the crown, straighten the crown on your head, sis. No, first of all, I'm not sovereign yet. And until I can claim power over a people, over a nationality, like I get the princess treatment, but you still don't get that when you haven't even acquired the support from someone else in order to even get that. So why can't you just be okay or just flourish as a woman, period? Why do you have to have all these titles that don't apply to you? And queen, like I said, this hierarchy stuff, that's all coming down anyway. Because nobody even honors that stuff. We don't even honor and respect thrones, and that's somebody that's lording over you in the first place. So why would you even want to have a title that's going obsolete anyway? Like, that's going out of style. We're finished with that. We don't even respect queen. We don't even respect kings. Like, when women call they men king, why is he working for someone else then? This is the collective consciousness. This is individualism. This is lateral ruleship. Like, people are not over anyone anymore like that. Why do I know that? You got police that are scared to pull people over because they don't want to be ostracized and demonized by the public that they're supposed to be protecting and serving. They don't even do that hardly anymore. They'll pull people over for little stuff, but they don't pull people over for hardly anything, unless in our city they don't. Like, there's no control. People are trying their hardest to have power, and you're going to see a lot more people quitting these jobs that they don't even like. But then guess what's going to also happen? There's going to be a realignment of everything that we said in this nation that we were going to do. The world is lining up. They're doing things differently. This is why, like I said, women, when I say you don't want it bad enough, the waiting of someone else coming in to scoop you up, to take care of you and take care of the inner child, a 12-year-old girl within you, because of whatever abandonment issues that you have, because you feel guilty about not being with someone at your age. Are you kidding me? We've got to release these things because these men are having a complete nervous breakdown collectively. They don't want their women to go after their dreams. They're scared. They don't want you to leave them. They don't want you to go all the way. Y'all know I'm preaching here. There are men right now, they don't even want their woman to make more money than them. They don't want to see your businesses do well. They may be great men. They may be sweet. They may be nice. But at the end of the day, they don't have this macho attitude like they used to. They're growing tired. And you know why they're growing tired? Because they have not done the work on themselves spiritually to realign with the Godship, sonship, and understand that women are human beings. They see us as tools. They see us as tools made for them. I am not a feminist. Please do not think, oh, she's a feminist. I am not a feminist. I really am not. I am a woman who is trying to tell women that you got to learn how to take care of yourself. Man or no man, your mate, the man in your life is not a child. I don't even know when we started treating them that way. They're adults. I've never treated the man that I was with like a 12-year-old boy. Like, this is ridiculous. He had a mom. What happened with all of that? It doesn't matter. So we're talking to men like they're children, but then we also need to understand this. How do you talk to yourself? What do you say to yourself every single day? What is the self-concept? Don't you know that's the most important relationship that you need to build is with yourself? Especially when you are talking about starting a business, because that is the realm of belief where everybody is going to challenge your intellectualism. They're going to challenge your intelligence. They're going to challenge your faith. Don't you know when you start elevating in the faith in your business, there are going to be so many people to tell you that you're reaching too high. Don't forget about God. Don't forget about your faith. Don't forget about church. Don't forget about your family. Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget that you owe us this. Don't forget who's been there for you from the beginning. Don't forget, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget. You know why? Because when they see you going and moving in the forward movement and going up in a trajectory of success, people love to humble you. They want to pull you back down into a humility where they can always see you and have some level of control over you. This is why when you start to elevate, people start to get nervous. You know why? Because you are shifting the character in their story. They always saw you as one way. And when those people start to project that upon you, you start to pull back. Because it's like, oh, my position is being challenged. I don't want to be challenged. And so what happens is that it affects your work. That affects how you project yourself into the world. So because you don't want to threaten anyone in your family, you don't want to threaten the men in your life, you don't want to threaten your comfort level, because some women are only okay with doing just enough, but I want to manage myself in survival. I don't want to manage myself to go up another class, which means I'm going to have to give up something in order to get. And I don't want to hear the backlash. I don't want to hear, oh, well, don't forget about your family. You're doing a lot and you don't have to. You're doing too much. So we avoid risk. What is risk? What is risk? The chance of something happening that will have a potential negative effect. So when we avoid risk, we're avoiding the potential that something can go right and something could go wrong. But it doesn't even matter, because there's a 50% chance that I could get this right and there's a 50% chance I could get this wrong. But what I do have is 100% faith. And most people are scared to move in that manner, because what it means is that I got to shift the way that I think, and I may lose some people in the process. There's going to be some people that's going to say some things to you, like, you know, I just feel like you're always working. Who wants to be told it? And then you have people on social media, you know, they get to look, they get to 7 and 8 figures. And they get to 7 and 8 figures and they tell you, oh, you got to rest yourself, sis. I'm going to tell you this, the God honest truth. People who talk like that at the 7, 8 figure level, and you're starting to listen to them, and you have barely made $2K a month in your business, that's a problem. I'm going to tell you why. Because if you're going to go from 0 to maybe 200,000-300,000 in your business, baby, that's straight hustle. I'm telling you that straight up. It's straight hustle. You all masculine right there. I'm going to say it one more time. From 0 to 200,000-300,000, it's straight hustle. It's straight grinded out. I know y'all cringe at that word because society has told you to stop grind and hustle. I don't want to hustle. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. That's why I tell my clients, what are you working for? What is the plan? Because at some level, you got to want to get up there and coast, but you can't coast if you're always in survival mode. You got to get out of that. You got to get out of that survival mentality. And many of us are doing just enough to stay out of the cubicle. We're not doing what we're supposed to do in order to thrive. Y'all, that's good right there. We're only doing enough to just appear that we're okay. To be honest, you need to go all in. So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? You got to, number one, get consistent. What platform are you going to go all in on? What content, like your products and your offers, what are you going to go all in on? What is the end game? Are you willing to pour in the next 12 months to see to it that you are inching on your way there? You need to be retiring from the industry within the next couple of years. You don't have to do all the things, because you need to take some of this money and you need to be able to flip it and flip it and flip it again. Women are multipliers. I don't care how many prophecies, I don't care how many scriptures you quote, I don't care. Success comes to those who, number one, know how to market. Number two, know how to sell. Number three, know how to articulate their offers with messaging. Those are the ones. And I don't care who you believe, how many times you go to church. I don't care about any of this. And see, that's the thing. We'll get a check in the mail that's $300 or $1,000 and think that that's enough. And then we're back broke 2 weeks later. So what? That's not thriving. Y'all, come on now. Consistency. So the age of Aquarius, right? The Aquarian age in so many ways. Like, it's really all about personal accountability, personal branding, personal self-mastery. Okay. Some of the stuff that y'all just avoid like the plague, you don't want to master yourself. You have to master yourself. You have to master yourself. You have to want to do the work. You have to want to do the work. And rest, what does rest really mean, right? You want to have a restful life, but that costs money. You got to buy your way out of this bad boy. I'm going to say that one more time. You got to pay for that. Femininity costs. Either you're going to be on welfare and have a system take care of you to simply exist. As soon as you get a welfare check, you get a minimum food stamps, you get some, some resources from the housing or whatever, or you can find a man or whoever to take care of you, be a sugar baby in so many ways. You can get you as they call them, zaddies, right? You can do one of those, or you have to work your tail off in your business so that it can take care of you. Your business becomes your provider by way of God, right? So God gives you the energy, God gives you the way of, and he what is it called? He uses humans as channels to bring you what you need in the time that you need it. But you don't want it bad enough because you don't even trust the God that you say you like and that you say you love. Y'all, we got more astrologers, more people that's about, they're going through the spiritual awakening. Okay, so now that you woke, now what? We got a lot of spiritually awakened people, but you fail to realize that spirituality is a tool. Come on, somebody. I'm getting ready to close. Spirituality is a tool. It is not something that you just sit in. Spirituality is expansive. It's prayer and meditation. That is someone who has mastered the communication back and forth with the spirit realm. Someone who is spiritual is someone who has been able to master having open communication and a straight portal with the spirit realm. Because guess what? This person that is on earth is not disconnected, but they know how to reconnect. That's what I'm saying. Y'all are not utilizing the tools. It ain't about running to reader, another reader, and another. There is nothing wrong with getting answers to maybe next steps or next chapters. Like when I had my past life regression, that was something to open up another round for myself, open up another portal for the next chapter because I had already mastered this one. So I don't need a reader or any type of reading or anything like that until it's time for me to go to another place in my life. And when I got answers from that level, now that I know from a tangible, strategic, productivity, effective standpoint, right? I know what I'm doing and I know where I'm going here. Not up here, because some of us stay up here too long. Like I told y'all, some people stay up here way too long. I'm feeling all this energy. I'm an empath. You are feeling things to keep yourself from doing whatever you have to do in order to make your business work. A lot of people are staying in spirituality because it's avoidance. You forgot you living around where you have to pay to be here. Let me help you right here for all of the people who speak, because y'all quiet. So I guess, I don't know if y'all all right. Spirituality gives you the opportunity to master. It's used for that reason. See, we going and we talking to spirit about how unclean we are and how I need to be clean, God, and I need to be forgiven. Are you kidding me? Forgiven for what? Existing? You got people that are hedge funders, and I'm going to go there. I'm about to go there. I'm really about to go there. I'm about to go there. I need you to hold and clutch your pearls, because a lot of y'all are not going to like what I'm about to say. And if you don't like it, then it's okay. Because when I heard it and I did the work on it in myself, I said, all right, I got to get it together. Those hedge funders, those billionaires that people hate so much, those multi-millionaires that y'all have just demonized, so they're more spiritual than you are. You know why? They're a lot more spiritual than you are. See, they use that realm to tap into what they're getting ready to do. See, you got spirituality where y'all are going back in the past. Y'all. So your spirituality, you're going backwards to go get all these, what happened in Egypt, and, when we were kings and queens, and, our ancestors did all these things. There's nothing wrong with honoring your ancestors. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it at the right time, right? And but the mastery behind that is that some of y'all stay back there too long. And that's what you're using spirituality for, stuff that you need to go back and do. Okay. But you got people in another realm that's able to command a different level of God, because this is the part where y'all don't want to talk about, is that there is a realm of people that can tap into that realm to pull down what they need right here to go and get. And they will utilize whatever resources that is available to them by way of people, places, things, or ideals to get it done by any means necessary. If they got to split the Red Sea to get it done, they're going to get it done. If they have to turn the river and the seas into blood, that's exactly what they're going to do. If they have to turn into a tornado and whisk everything and destroy everything in sight, that's exactly what they're going to call on. See, you got to remember that you're doing work that's already been done. You're calling on entities that's already been there, done that. Entities from the past, and you're only going backwards, is not helping you with going forward. And that's the part y'all be messing up on, is that you only want to go back in the past, but you don't want to utilize the tools in order to establish what you need now so that you can have an effective future, the desired future that you want. That's a problem for me. So why is it that you don't know how to do that? You know why you don't know how to do that? Because you would rather walk in the realm of being controlled because you don't trust yourself in freedom. Because freedom means that you're going to have to figure out what to do. And when you're too free, you're too energetically and spiritually immature to tap that realm. So many people have to go back into the realm of control, which is being managed by a system that has mastered the realm of desire. Because if people, and see, this is the thing, we demonize people that know how to operate in freedom. You're too wild. No, why can't you come over here and eat dinner with us? Why can't you go out with us? Because people need to see you. They need to lay their eyes on you, because they know that if they can see you and be in your space, that there is an, I know that she's in my space and she's a character in my movie. Because I don't know what freedom looks like. So I got to have my comfort zone around me, because it's the only thing I can control is people. Like, no. If I'm supposed to be wealthy, I got to start learning how to treat myself in freedom. People don't know how to be free. They're scared of freedom. Control means I got to put myself in institutions and systems because I don't trust myself to be free. There's a scripture in the Bible that says that where the spirit is, there is liberty. Y'all ever heard that? Have you ever heard that? Where the spirit is, there is liberty. And I really got in a place, I'm getting ready to end because I'm getting ready to close. But it resonated with me, right? Where the spirit is, there is liberty. And where the spirit is, right? When we talk about spirituality, we're talking about freedom. It's more than just Jesus, right? You got all kinds of spiritual entities, angels, archangels, demons, beings, other dimensions that you could tap into to get whatever you need to get done, right? I mean, I don't know, right? We're here, we're spiritual beings living an experience here in the earth realm. But because we're so indoctrinated in a system that has gave us the opportunity, right? They give us the opportunity to just manage ourselves in the system and forget what we're supposed to know, forget who we're supposed to be. But those of us who step outside the system and start to understand that there's a whole lot of things that I need to be doing. No, this is the time in the season where you need to be learning how to tap in. Some of y'all are tapping in and tapping out. You don't know that realm. This is why you keep going from person to person trying to get a reading. And there's some people, I'm talking about people I'm just so interested in this. I'm so interested in that. A woman that grew up with church, at church, called me maybe about a week ago. And she's older than me, but she was saying like, Jay, I know you talk about this stuff a lot. And I had a dream and she told me about the dream. And she told me, she was like, I just feel like I got so much research to do. And I feel like it's so overwhelming. I said, well, that's the thing. Like, you're older. This stuff is in your bones. Do you know how long that's going to take to unravel? I said, the best thing you can do is unbelieve everything you've ever been taught and start over. And she was like, oh my gosh. She was like, but I know that there's a God. I said, I didn't say that there wasn't no God. I said, but you need to unlearn everything you learned about God and learn God again. I said, everything that we learned, that we grew up with in church or whatever, forget all of that and learn who is God to you. Because I never seen a thing where where we were, they told you how to have a relationship with God and they're mad because your relationship with God don't look like theirs. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. But anyway, the point I'm making is that how you tap in matters. How you tap in matters. So how do you know that it's time for you to step up your game? You need to be doing nothing but creating. I'm going to say that one more time. You need to do nothing but create at this point. And what do I mean by create? Create content, create value. What can I do to serve humanity in a different way? And can I trust myself to do that? Because where the spirit is, there's liberty, right? So in the present moment, there's always supposed to be spirit available. The presence is always available in the now moment. Because I know that after this, we're living moment by moment all the time. There's only the present. There is not a past. There's not a future. It's only the present all the time. So which means that even in my current state, like right now, what I'm doing is creating value that's going to be available for years and years to come, right? What are you doing now? You're listening to me feed your spirit to be encouraged and empowered to now get up and go and create for yourself as well and create for others. So when that creation is flowing from you, right? The spirit, the divine source, God, that God force is going to provide to you what you need in order for you to thrive in a realm, because you have called down that energy, that spirit, that presence, God force, whatever you call God, to come in and penetrate someone's skin level to get to the soul of that person, to shift them into taking action on their life. That's shifting the willpower. And this is the reason why people are not moving, because we want everybody to do what we want them to do. But instead of us just creating value and leaving the rest up to God to shift dimensions, so that if we need anything, God is going to present that to us. It's a provider complex. But that comes outside, it comes from within us. It comes from within us. We have the capability, that power to call in. You don't ever have to worry when you're in the present moment. That's why we got to always stay in the present moment. You plan in the present moment. Okay? So let's get focused. Let's manage our mindsets. Let's build businesses that impacts the globe, and let's stop freaking out about whatever's going on in the world. We just closed a couple of people last night from the masterclass, and we have several more proposals that we just sent out not too long ago. I don't worry about anything anymore. I just don't. I don't have that. I took that off of me a long time ago. Worrying doesn't do anything but makes you older. It ages you faster. That's crazy. Okay? So do some work on that. Do some work on that. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to just create. Take your mind off of trying to be perfect and just go. Just make it happen. All right? I love y'all so much. I hope that this live gave you some encouragement and some empowerment. Definitely click the link in my comment section and just let's work together. Let's make it happen. Let's work together. Let's get your business on track. Y'all have a blessed rest of your night, and we'll talk soon. Bye.